Dudes and dudettes of YouTube land, it's Frank with What's the Point EDC, and today we have the Ruike Razor P138-B. This is an excellent knife. Seriously, this is one of my hard use folders right here. This thing has went through a lot. I put it through a hard use test demonstration. You guys can go check it out if you haven't seen it. It passed with flying colors. It's still centered perfectly. It's still good and sharp, though it has lost some of its bite. But that's to be expected after such a hard test. The G10 is comfortable. I had no problems with gripping it. The secondary lock worked as it should. The tanto was great. The edge itself it's a really good edge. This is good steel. It's 14C 28-inch steel. You guys know how I feel about it. It's a comfortable knife, good steel. It's got good safety measures for everybody who likes to have that secondary lock. Everything about this knife is pretty good, including the price. The price for this was like 60-something bucks. Here's some specifics on the knife. You guys can pause it and check that out. So during my hard use test, I never had any hot spots from the knife. Nothing was uncomfortable. As you can see just by the shape of the handle, you're not going to have any issues with comfortability. It's thick, it's wide, and it's hefty, so you know you're going to get a good grip. Now those scuffs on the blade right there, those are actually not from what you would think. When this was inside of the wood, I had got the edge almost all the way off, so I pulled it like this, and that's how them scratches got there. That's so funny. I batoned through all that wood and cut all that wood, and there's no up and down scratches really. Isn't that amazing? Seriously, look. That's incredible. This right here, it looks like it's starting to wear off a little bit from me throwing it. I was using it as a throwing knife. And as typical What's the Point EDC fashion, I did not get that on camera. And I had a lot of fun with this. I was talking to Steve, the saw grunt, like he was standing there beside me. Boy, do I look dumb as anything. I recorded that for nothing. Or I attempted to record it for nothing. This pocket clip right here has served me well. I really like it. It looks cool. It shows your jeans or whatever you're wearing through it. It doesn't get caught on anything. No snags, nothing. It's great so far. No problems at all. I have zero complaints about this knife. The price was good. Everything about it was good. It's on bearings. The G10 scales are going to hold up. No defections, anything like that. It's got polished liners that are recessed in there. Let's take a look in there real quick. Yeah, nice and recessed in. Looks good, guys. Seriously, it's very dirty. This is the knife that I used to, hold on one second. I'm getting ready to make a mess, but it's okay. It's all for the name of YouTube. This is what I do with this knife. Now, I'm looking through the camera while I'm doing this, so hopefully I don't cut myself. I sharpen my pencils like that. I know it looks dumb, but you guys see it. I didn't try to want to make a mess on this. I got a big enough mess to clean up. I'm a mess. Alright, everybody. This was just a quick close-up. It was just a quick talk. There's your lanyard hole. See-through, guys. Bam, bam, bam. This is a very good knife. For 60 bucks, you cannot go wrong with this. It's got piercing power. It's got slicing power. It's got excellent edge geometry. Nice and thin. Nice and thin. Look, now look at it real quick. You don't see any chips. You see no imperfections. I haven't had the edge reprofiled or anything like that. Nothing's been done to it. It's dulling up slightly along the tanto. But that's to be expected considering what I've done with this knife and what I keep doing with the knife. And I will always do that with this knife because this knife has shown itself to be able to take anything I throw at it. I really like 14C 28-inch steel. I'm a big fan of it because it's a steel that can be done right. And when done right, heat treated right to the right HRC, which is like, I think it's between 58 and 60 is what Ruike does theirs. Between 58 and 60, I believe, with some type of sub-zero quench or something like that. I'm not really 100% sure. Whoa. But I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. My Lion Steel did not do as good with its testing as this knife did. This knife, it actually passed with absolute flying colors, guys. I'm a fan of Ruike stuff, and Ruike has pointed itself in the right direction. I will continue getting Ruike knives. Oh yeah, there's one thing I want to point out. Look at that, sharpening for days. There's no choil, but screw it, you got sharpening for days with that. Alright everybody, this is Frank with What's the Point EDC. Let's do a real quick pocket check and I'm out of here. I don't even know if anyone's still going to be here. Today I'm carrying the EXO by Ruike. Also the Best Tech Warwolf. Last but not least, my 14C28N off-grid knives, baby rhino. I really like this little knife. Stays in my front left pocket. Last thing I'm carrying is my Roby Von Aurora A2 Gen 3. I don't know why I didn't do this little size comparison, pocket check, pocket dump, whatever you want to call it a little earlier on. But I didn't. Alright everybody, this is a rake video and I am Frank with What's the Point EDC. Look, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. Stay strong and live long. If you're struggling with bad thoughts, get the help that you truly deserve, the help that you truly need. Live your best life, everybody. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for everybody. I'm rooting for the small man. I'm rooting for the guys that don't get rooted for. I'm here for every single one of you. Stay strong and live long. Sharp knives and good vibes.